Welcome to today's movie review. Have you ever seen a husband who remains extremely calm despite temptation? Our main character named Xiu-Man. She has been married for 4 years, but is still a virgin. She doesn't know why she can't make love with her husband. Her husband has tried everything, but Xiu-Man is still unmoved. Even in that moment, she is a little resentful towards these actions. But can't blame Xiu-Man entirely. Because since she was a child, she had bad memories of this. It can be said that her husband is an extremely nice man. He can endure this hardship for 4 years. But he can't sympathize with her forever. Until today, the husband finally proposes a divorce from Xiu-Man. Both the house and car will be left to her. He just wants to get out of this marriage. Xiu-Man is not angry, she knows the reason for the divorce is her problem. She just wants to convince her husband to give her a chance. But she doesn't know how to make her husband accept her. Their relationship has deteriorated. There's also a rift between them. Even if they reconcile, it's still hard for them to do the lovemaking. Xiu-Man's work is affected by her personal things as well. She always makes mistakes while working. Even when she is criticized by her superior, she still loses focus. When she takes the subway or walks to work, she thinks about how to solve the marital disharmony. Xiu-Man thinks if she can't do it, she should try using help. Sex toys have become very popular these days. So it must be of some benefit to everyone. Should she try it? Xiu-Man comes to her father's birthday party after work. Actually, she also doesn't have a close relationship with her father. The stepmother picks up food for Xiu-Man, but she doesn't care. She continues to be inattentive while eating. She answers everyone's questions perfunctorily. These questions have been asked too many times. They keep urging her to have a baby soon. But no one, not even her father, knows that Xiu-Man has trouble having sex with her husband. The whole family has a meal together, it must be very happy. But their troublesome questions make Xiu-Man completely impatient. She decides to ask permission to leave. Unfortunately, when she stands up, the sex toy suddenly fell out of her bag. That red thing makes everyone embarrassed. Moreover, it's still moving. Xiu-Man feels ashamed, so tries to clean up quickly and leave. Her father feels that something is wrong, so he keeps asking her. He asks Xiu-Man if she is in conflict with her husband. Finally, the two have an argument. Xiu-Man questions her father, "Only now do you care about me? I didn't want to marry him. You forced me to get married. Now you pretend to worry about me. Pretend you're thinking for me." Finally, Xiu-Man gets angry and leaves. On the way home, she thinks how to make peace with her husband. She takes the sex toy she prepared and goes to her husband's place. But when the door is opened, she finds a pair of women's shoes. There is also a glass of wine with lipstick on it. And the bedroom is messy. Xiu-Man now understands. Is his love really only to this extent? At this moment, her husband arrives home. He isn't confused when he sees Xiu-Man. On the contrary, he is very calm. Xiu-Man walks towards him with a look of pain and guilt. She knows that her husband had to find another woman, because of her impotence. Therefore, she doesn't blame her husband, she just hopes they can reconcile. Xiu-Man takes out the sex toy from her bag, but makes her husband even more angry. He decides to file for divorce immediately. Disappointed, Xiu-Man sits on the floor, thinking about life. Later on, her father suddenly became seriously ill. Xiu-Man decides to take over his restaurant. But without the experience of being a chef, she has to hire Jiahao. This guy is extremely enthusiastic, brave, handsome and funny. But Xiu-Man doesn't care about him. She even tries to limit herself to contact with him. Although Jiahao strikes up a conversation with her from time to time, Xiu-Man is still unconcerned. Right now, she doesn't care about anything. Even when she meets her good friend on the street, her friend suggests that she should sometimes go out to relax herself. She is also uninterested. Every day Jiahao researches new dishes in the restaurant, and hopes to be able to cook as well as Xiu-Man's father. By the way, Xiu-Man is really different from Jiahao. She is cold to everything. Actually, she has a reason not to like cooking. Because when she was young, her parents' relationship only lasted for a few years and then fell apart. Her father had an affair with other women. Xiu-Man also accidentally saw his father and stepmother doing depraved things in the kitchen. Xiu-Man at that time did not understand love between men and women. So when she saw that scene, it was difficult for her to accept. Since then, Xiu-Man has become sensitive to love affairs. But Jiahao still happily takes the initiative to enter Xiu-Man's life. He takes Xiu-Man out to enjoy the scenery and take pictures. This affects her personality a lot. And she gradually opens her heart. She not only goes to the hospital to visit her father, but also give flowers to her stepmother. She signs up for a friend's ballet class. From today, she decides to change herself. Whether it's family, strangers or friends, she no longer treats them indifferently. Back to the restaurant. She unintentionally sees Jiahao and a girl doing something shady. Xiuman curiously watches their every move. She is attracted by the two's actions. She even wants to try. Xiuman caresses all over the roast chicken. She feels the softness in every touch of the meat. From then on, Xiuman starts taking ballet lessons with her friends. She tries to let herself loose, although it might not work. She finally takes the first step. She starts chatting with strange men on social media. Even meets them. One is advertising for gym cards. The other is too individualistic. The most annoying is the fake rich businessman. He just invites Xiuman to buy stocks all the time. She just wants to try something new. But unfortunately only meets people who see it as a business. To make her thoughts come true, Xiuman and her best friend go to the mask dance. Everyone wears masks at the party. So they don't know each other. It can make communication easier. At this time, a man approaches Xiuman. When Xiuman dances with him, she suddenly finds out that this is her ex-husband. Seeing the man who previously treated her heartlessly, now becomes a man who pampers women. Thinking about how the two used to hate each other. This contrast makes her push her ex-husband away. She just hides in the bathroom and cries alone. Xiuman returns to her father's restaurant. She is very sad. Luckily Jiahao is there. He hugs Xiuman tight and tries to comfort her. The atmosphere gradually becomes romantic. Jiahao takes the opportunity to kiss Xiuman. After that, she also responds generously to him. The tiger inside Xiuman finally woke up. Xiuman smiles contentedly. This is the first time she knows how great it is. It turns out she's been stupid all these years. Now, she opens up the beautiful moments of life. Not only is her face ruddy, her attitude towards her father is also better. However, her happiness doesn't last long. Xiuman sees Jiahao and that girl together again. In anger, Xiuman leaves. She thinks that Jiahao will chase to comfort her. Unexpectedly, he only replies indifferently. You just got your freedom back, so enjoy your life. This makes Xiuman dumbfounded. She thought Jiahao will be the second spring of her life. Unexpectedly, she met a scum. After that, bad luck continues to find her. Xiuman still hasn't stabilized her mood yet. The landlord intentionally increased the rent 3 times. Clearly he wants Xiuman's family to leave. Love is not as expected, work is not favorable. Everything is not as it should be. Right now, a man wearing glasses suddenly appears and tells Xiuman that he fell in love with her at first sight. It's obvious that Xiuman has no interest in this person. But now she is very open-minded and good at coaxing men. She can seduce several men at once. Seeing her dancing skills improved a lot, Xiuman wants that man to appraise her. This sexy woman and the former conservative woman are like two completely different people. This scares him to run away. After he calms down, he still wants her to think about their relationship. But Xiuman rejects him. One day, she wakes up and finds the letter Jiahao left. In the letter, he thanked her father for helping him with his work. He also said that he helped Xiuman get her joy back. Her father is then discharged from the hospital and treats everyone to a big meal. While everyone is having fun, he announces his retirement. Xiuman manages the restaurant by herself, pursuing a new life. Her life is getting better. Sometimes you should let yourself unrestrained a little bit. And open a door for others to enter your world. As well as let the light shine on your life. Life will be so much better. This is the end of the movie. See you in the next videos.